Good morning. Good morning. It is 9:31 in the morning PST. What do we want to say? This is a post-op, my post-op to the 1010 portal. I wasn't going to do a reading today, but then things change. And things are changing for the better. So let me just get ready here for a second. Holy smokes. Let me just get ready. Okay. I don't know when this thing is gonna die out. Seriously, I've had it for years. I had, I don't know if you could call that breakfast, but that was dessert that played a little hide and go seek in between the scheduling. So anyway, today is about no judgments, and upon the recap, allowing things to be, just letting things unfold. No oogity boogities. Yeah, so 24 to 48 hours. That's what they said, because I just finished that video. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So the last thing that I was exposed to was recapping after posting, because like I'm just given these things, and if I feel that they're wrong, and then I will remove them or add commentary. But I usually just go with what they provide me on the playlist, and then I just do the recap after. It's like a double review process, but where I'm sitting in as an audience. And so with this, this is the first time. I'm probably like 2/3, if not more, of the way through speeding like 1.75 speed on Neville Goddard. And I think I just need to run through it maybe at 1.5 speed or 1.25 speed, just to take in a little bit more, because I don't know if I 100% agree with it, but there are a lot of good points in it, a lot of good methods there. But as far as the explanation of reality, of all that transpires throughout, is a manifestation of what's within. I don't know if I 100% believe that. I don't 100% believe that. So if that's the case, and what you prescribe to be your reality, if you don't believe it, then it's not reality. What is that? Where did we go? So yeah, I just don't know if I 100% believe that. All the like trials that I had to like, I don't think I don't believe myself to be that way. I think there's just a little different for me. I don't know why I don't have a filter here. I think it's the light that's doing this weird thing going on here. You see? I squeegeed the thing, but look, like I'll show you. See? It's the camera. It's camera. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. Post-op, okay? 1010 portal is supposed to be very big. We're still within the energetics, so I'm not going to get hung up on the actual day of, you know. I figured, if anything, I have to reserve it for myself. Do the most, or just enjoy like kicking back. And one thing that I can report, I feel like I can report, is that I am gonna get bonus points. I am gonna get bonus point, or I do have bonus points now, because I initiated. But you know what? They're not gonna make it that easy for me, even though it's like they're gonna be like, okay, there you go. They made it so that like I'm on a wait list, which means that I still have the opportunity for doubling on the bonus points, that extra credit or whatever, and that could lead to triple. So why not do it? Like, why feel like complacent with like, I'm good already. you know, that's where I'm teetering just a little bit. So I have to remember, this is like this is perfectly positioned, let me tell you. This challenge is not like to cause aggravation or anxiety. It's like, whatever makes you happy, Tina. And you should attempt to make this inclusive of, you know? Try to throw in a few goals here or there. But, you know, like, I know what their intentions are. Sneaky, sneaky. So, I think this is kind of like a no pressure, but just like encouragement. So on the recipient side, the receptivity side, I have 4 of Wands. And the reason why I chose the Fairy Lights Tarot is because, like, the whole thing about being passive, objective, observant, and yeah, just chill. So the last things that I finished, the last videos I finished were quite surprising. I forgot about them. So this is Home and Hearth on the receptivity side. You know, it's good to know your origins, your possible origins even, to better comprehend what's going on externally. That's my takeaway. Because I never like really before all of this stuff, I don't know if I really believed in like past life stuff. I mean, I wasn't completely against it, but like the past life regression thing, like people like really stand by that shiz. And I have never really been in a position to be included in that whole thing, that practice, because number one, it costs a lot of money to do that, and number two, which is like an even bigger thing for me, is that you have to be able to trust the person that is guiding you through that. And from what I learned from society, just because somebody is an expert at what they do doesn't mean that they have a certain appreciation and respect for its practice. So being, I have a particular destiny, a particular position that is highly coveted. It tempts people to mislead me and or I've just experienced a lot of friction. So I can't really say that I 100% believe all of the things that Neville teaches. Because in all of that, I wouldn't be saying all of these things. However, saying these things doesn't omit it from existing. You know what I mean? So that's just what I'm saying. Because if you were to take that into full potential, full actuality, it would be like 1950s housewife kind of deal. So anyway, 4 of Wands, the receptive side. It's about learning how to kind of be adventurous, nomadic, but also carry a sense of home and hearth. To modify those terms, like amend them, I would say. Be flexible with them. In a way of becoming more expansive. And this is good, seeing that on my doing side, I have the 5, you know, in the major arcana, which is the Hierophant, the High Priest. So looking at that, side to side, it's being one basically with the horizon, and just rule making, which also may include rule breaking to improve your one's circumstances, yeah. So you can see actually the alignment, the embodiment of that, the imagery, you see? The first part of it, definitely. Okay. So we have an aggressive elevation here from 4 to 5, minor to major arcana, that exhibits a lot of power in the domestic unit. I do see a rather large seagull here, and one pretending to kind of like mimic this maybe seagull or white bird. Let me see here. Yeah, mimic the seagull to assist in caring for the offspring. Interesting. So this is taking care of the future. Nest eggs. And that's what I got. So post off on the 1010 portal, on my 1010 portal. What do you want to say, my divine panel? Oh, that was facing. Oh, look! Look! It's the 10 of Cups. Is it? No, Pentacles. What's hiding behind it? Ooh, oh my gosh, for sure. Talk about the future. This is legendary. The, what do you call it? Moon card, manifestation, full moon card, and the Hangman card. 2 major arcana together. That's 12 and 18. 12, 18 is a angel number for me. But I also have 15 here, which is the devil card. Yeah, things are aggressively moving. You see, like in the imagery, there's the 1 here on the body, and then what looks to be like a 5 here. Also within its the embodiment, right? Holy smokes, this is crazy. So it's being objective to what's manifesting, and that's the full-on 10 of Pentacles, like straight facing me. It was the only card that was turned up in here. I didn't realize that. But this is wonderful. Very wonderful. In fact, there's at least one new energy that has come forth. Just a very different vibe. It feels like friend energy, but like objective friend energy, not like weird friend energy. This is like one that sparks intrigue and interest, and that's not so singular focused, just like genuinely intrigued and interested. On the casual of sorts, clean energy, like there's like, what do you it feels safe, but not promotional safe, if that makes sense. Yeah. So this is refreshing. Yeah, someone that rightfully thinks uh that how is thinks highly of themselves, but more so like in the concept of respect, you know. They respect themselves, they respect what they do and how they do. And that's what I'm talking about as far as clean energy. So when one moves like that, their interest in within interactions is not so objectifying, you know. They're not just trying to get to one spot or like one, you know. It's um yeah, so that's what I'm saying there. So it is very good. um was I was not aware of energetics like that that would come, you know, within my path. I don't think have I ever had that? I don't know. But what's the next ones? Oh, the King of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So I suppose, yes, I've had that in passing. But this is also talking about that outside energetic. The King of Pentacles is their true form. However, they have had to give kind of the cold shoulder when something that had their attention for a while, for a good while. They've had to say goodbye to, or are saying goodbye to. There's an active cold shoulder to that in order to move on. You see? Look at the images. You see, the body is turned this way. So this is like having to say goodbye, put things to rest, etc. Which, and so this is the cold shoulder. And so, how do I say it? The dominant part of this energetic, even though it's very strong, is facing that, which means that it has grabbed a lot of their attention for quite a while. But the fact is that it's not just like the turned head that depicts something else that caught their interest or a matter of fleeting, but the active, like, you know, when you're like in a catatonic state, what do you call it? Is that catatonic? Is that what it, when like someone's paralyzed? Yeah. But it's like a temporary paralysis, and to move your body out of it, it's like wiggle your big toe kind of energy. So they're doing that straight up with like their head first, which shows a lot of like a strength of will. And so in turning their head, it shows high capability and a foreboding of this body to be turned about. So it's kind of like a weird version of the hokey pokey. Yeah, that's what they're saying. So that's this energetic that I was just describing. They wanted to tell me a little bit about their situation. And you know what? It's weird. Like other psychics, I tried like checking into like, okay, is there something else for me or whatever? People kept reading stuff like, oh, you know, leave that situation alone. Stop reading into, you know, these love or these other relationships. And I'm like, I'm not even doing that. I don't know where they're getting this from. I don't know. I don't understand. I'm not doing that. I think what people are sensing is that these other energetics, especially past, are creeping up into my business, like into my psyche, into they're the ones that are not, you know, kind of giving me space. I felt that like all last night, like someone over my shoulder or something like that. It was weird when I was sleeping. And so I don't know what else to say about that. Hold on. When I add too much of a thing, it like Betty Boop lips. I never make lips like that, but it makes me like salivate. I don't know, dude. So anyway, what were we gonna say about this? Yeah, so I don't know where they got that from. I don't know if, because they were straight up reading it like it was just yesterday when they were in alignment with whatever else I read. And so I don't know where, I think there was just some confusion energy, like these energies that like to move kind of discreetly, stealthily, they have some kind of mirror projection where it's illusion charm energy, where it they how do I say it? So they're coming in, these past energetics are coming in, and they're kind of interrupting me. Now, I don't, interrupting isn't the word, but they're coming to me. I'm not trying to dig into them or trying to like do any of that. Like, in fact, I don't think any of my recent readings are diving into their realm. So when they come into my realm, it's also masked to mask what their intentions are, mask their meddling, I suppose. So it comes off as though I'm the one that's doing that. I don't know, my divine panel, like that's the only thing that makes sense to me. So like it's the like disguising, like masters of disguise. Yeah, for sure. Those are two. Yeah, I sized it up really quick. I'm really well. 2 of Wands. I said, like, that's correct. 3 of Cups in reverse. They actually do celebrate me, but they're very much, you know, they'd like to do that undercover, you know, even in admiration or whatever. They'd like to just fucking chill, you see? They just want to, like, be close. And I have to say, there's, I don't know. It doesn't, my team isn't 100% okay with that, because if I say that it's not, how do I say it? If I tell them to like give me space, or, you know, go away, like they can't be here, it's like kindly done, you know. I shouldn't have to put on bitch face. So if I say that and they don't respect that space, it can unwind into a habitual kind of visitation. And so I don't think I'm supposed to go aggro on that, but that's one of my assessments, one of my divine teams and my assessment. Yeah. All right, so okay, so anything else you want to say with regards to that? My divine panel. That one. Page of Source. That's the truth. It's a learner, just taking a walk, thinking about things, letting things digest. It's like you've had a full meal and you know that you need some activity to back that up. Like, oh my god, I just had some Italian food and it's like 10 o'clock at night. I gotta do something to like move, you know, just move, like just do something. And I whenever that happens and I go for a walk, I end up burping like a lot, and that's nothing spiritual or anything. That's just heavy food and needing to like process. And so otherwise, you know, like I would feel like, I think, bloated. So yeah, it's kind of like that there. Okay. All right, so moving on is what they're saying. So my 1010 portal, post-op, like, what do you want to say? What do you want to tell me? Divine panel. I mean, I'm getting nothing but good, great news. Oh my gosh. The Magician, the World card, and Judgment in reverse. 3 major arcana in a row, like straight up in my lap. That's crazy. It's crazy good. This is a teacher, a conductor, a magician, a composer. You see. Classic. This is not a performer as far as a dancer, but like killer at what they do. So a cook. Yeah, this person cooks. That's I think that's the new phrase. But you see, like, she's got the sombrero, kind of like Zorro. She's got this tutu, like she's a dancer performer. Her arm is kind of like a spoon. She cooks, and she's, you know, there's 4 lights. That's basically 4 of wands, 4 of fire. Home and hearth again, receptivity side. So a lot of people are many different kinds that are ascended, are assisting with like the spotlight feature, but there's also high receptivity for those that are well developing within their practices, that are receptive to my teachings, my sharings. Very interesting. Or my vibe. This is also a depiction of, like, you know, it's the bird energy here. Where is that? You see, also very similar to bird energy here, like mimicking that energy. So at first I got like a little hint of death in that with those kind of masks, but it's a messenger as well, an assistant. Yeah, so it can take a lot of quakes. You see, she's wearing roller skates, and I was just watching this thing on Netflix with my kids. It is like they're talking about baconeers. Oh my gosh, and the host does like like, we haven't seen him for like ages or whatever, but he looks exactly the same. It's so weird. I think he used to do like card tricks and like magic stuff. They call them baconeers. They're this contest of there's like bakery chefs, all within different expertise modes, and then paired up with engineers. And so why do we even bring that up? Oh, okay. The last episode was just like last night. They did the challenge was doing the skyscrapers, and from what I remember a while back, to like the best practices integrated was having rollers on the bottom of the skyscraper, so that it would kind of have the least damage, is what I'm remembering. Probably not the most technical way to say it, but yeah, that's talking about taking, you know, a lot of being able to resist a lot of damage, that flexibility in moving with Yeah. So there's that. But like the world card. Oh, look, craft deck. Yeah. So this is saying that I also have helpers that are assisting with my safety. Thank you. Thank you very much. And with like the hatching process. Something about the changeling, like the doors that was just channeled, the that music, and the hatchling here for sure. So allowing things to, like, you know, when you're unhatched, you don't have to, like, there's nothing that says that you have to like immediately come out of it. This is sometimes like just be, you know, like I can just be chill there and like witness everything that's going around me. Like I can be observant before I step out. So anyway, it's just allowing things to happen. This is a lot of this is a lot of energy from straight up manifesting in practice to absolute closure and developments, you know, that's what it is. And then things are just about to happen as they are or meant to be. That's crazy. It's straight up in the basket. Okay, well, how much time? 31 minutes. Yeah. I don't think I've ever really had the directive that is similar to this or just like this. So, this is a different kind of housekeeping. It's so weird. Okay, let me tell you this. Okay, so it's like Forrest Gump. Hold on. Got it. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, got it. Make me drop the cards here. Why did it do it like that? Oh shit, yeah. Okay, so this felt like on my white sneakers that I haven't really worn yet. They're gonna be my exercise sneakers, but it felt like extroverted. This felt like kind of at my caboodles at the bottom here. Kind of in reversal. So it's like handling unfinished business, like people that are still trying to like mosey around in my business. I gotta handle it just like that. Okay, well, I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, anything else that you want to tell me on Divine Panel? Post-op, 1010 portal, mine. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So, yeah, there are some energetics trying to distract. But this is very different. It's kind of like Forrest Gump when he goes into the military and the housekeeping is like these standards, like, yes, sir, kind of energy. So it's not so much as that housekeeping anymore. It's more like housekeeping, like you own up to it personally. So it's in a way like you elevate to a certain status, regardless of whatever your outer world ranking is. The respect that you hold is that you're invited to like stay over, or whether it be a night or like several months at, you know, another high ranking general's I don't know, lieutenant, whatever, third place. So your personal motivation, like you have to own up to it. Like I don't want to leave their, you know, area like all messed up, you know, leave the place better than than when you found it. And if what I'm hearing is if they're terrible to you, leave it at least in the condition that you found it. Something like that. Um, something like that, yeah. Um, it's kind of like that housekeeping. Your personal accountability in showing up and sharing space with like-minded artists is what they're telling me. So it's the kind of like a no pressure thing, like you do what you can. And so there's a certain realm of like entertainment, but not overindulgence. You know what I mean? That's what they're saying. Okay, back in my lap is 4 of Swords in reverse, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse, 8, and they're breaking it down into like 3 and 3. So Ace of Cups, the Empress, and King or Knight of Swords. Oh my gosh, things are so moving so quickly. It's kind of like a refresher, wake up call. This is who you are, Tina. Like that's your energy. You're able to expedite things as needed. You do have protectors like watchers here. You see, like I'm let in on the circle. These are also fellow psychic energy. You know, like that thing that was channeled res, let me in. Very much like that. Like 2 of them are here, and then the other 2 are I don't know. This is top secret, okay? That's what they said. So the other 3 below it, like in the minor moves, like the these are the clarifiers, okay? So let's read them separately first, though, okay? So this is the calm. You don't need to put any additional work into it. You've, like, what's the song? Give it all you got. Give it all you got. Yeah. So you've already done all of that. So you don't need to put in any extra. Like putting any extra isn't any cherry on top on that. With like what you're currently doing. The new stuff though, you can kind of motion for it. Like you don't have to, Tina. Having, you know, accessing the bonus points is great, but like from, I don't know, it's 4 of Swords in reverse. It's like things are already mediated, like healed. The things that were much deliberated over is now kind of, it's resolved. You know, they're saying something about unsolved mysteries, like one of the unsolved mysteries solved. So that's what they're saying here. Okay. On a separate note, like as clarifiers, Ace of Cups is clarified by the 4 of Swords in reverse. So this is very much healed energy as I slept. You see, this is, I knew my 10:10 alarm would go off until I forgot about that. But give me a second. Okay. So you see how the stem of the glass is kind of like lightsaber, like carried through right here. So it's very much, it opened up like a portal within me. So Ace of Cups, with that, I think that would be intuitive bodies, the 3rd eye, as well as the throat chakra. As you drink and then, yeah, it clears out. So there's something about that there. Something has been absolutely like healed within that connection. So therefore there's more clarity and more resonance. So here, very good color coding here. The Empress clarified by the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. There's more work upcoming, so you can hold your reserves for what's upcoming. Again, you don't need to put in any further inputs. This is basically, you've done a great job at this. And so I'm going to clarify something about that there, though. things are moving very, very quickly. So this is like your chill point. Like you're meant to like just like really chill out. So again, in getting the double bonus points in like being put on that wait list for the like the pop-up thing, that means that like there's other work involved, like gaining the resources, the setup, and just like there's so much involved in it. Pricing, inventory, the layout setup, the and then like doing the post reels, like the social media like postings of what you have in order to be considered for admittance, even just like on the wait list level. And so all of that stuff is it's doable, but again, they're reassuring me that I don't have to do that. I already have the bonus points by reaching out double time. I reached out, you know, yeah, I reached out double time and I got the response promptly. And that, like, based on the response time, I would say that's off on a good start. As far as like what, because they didn't have to, like, it that is not like a primary source of their funding. So it's like they don't have to be professional if they don't want to, but the fact that they are, and the industry or whatever that they're affiliated with, they don't have to. So that was already a good note for me to see that their response time is it was good. And so, yeah, they want to make sure that if I do involve myself any further than, you know, the reaching out, because there's always next month, there's always other, you know, options too, that it's, my inputs are going to be one where it's not going to frustrate me. They want to ensure that. Like, don't even, yeah, no, that's what they're, like, don't meddle. If it's going to cause you stress. You should definitely be enjoying any additional inputs that you have. So that's their marker there. I mean, I have what, more than 5-6 hours, more than that, to get my stuff together. But yeah, so I appreciate the not just the encouragement, but the reminders, the emphasis that this is meant to be an enjoyable process, because I've already done quite a bit. All right, bottom of the deck is 6 of Wands in reverse, pending victory. Top of the deck, no secret to my saucy, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be upcoming, you know, opportunities, jobs and whatnot. This is quite magical in its offering. This is kind of like a circus lion energetic. Interesting. It's kind of like 4 of a kind. Oh, 4 of a kind. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 of a kind. Yeah, I'm getting Archangel Uriel here. Let me look up Archangel Uriel. I thought it was like a golden light, if I'm not mistaken. Like the golden orange light, and very much linked to creativity. I don't remember, but maybe I do. Maybe that is accurate. Uriel. Light. Okay. So Uriel means light of God, fire of God. He is one of the most powerful and influential archangels, and is also considered an angel of presence. So being in the now moment. How crazy is that? Hello, Archangel Uriel. So An angel of wisdom, truth, and light, as well as godly official who delivers God's messages. Also, also associated with red, there's a fire in his hands, which symbolizes a jealousy attitude towards God. What? Where is this from? He was often portrayed as both male and female, but isn't that all angels though? Angel of truth. Okay. Let me see here. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I guess red. No. Red. Uriel is here. But then if we see associated with fire and we see the orange here, it's kind of solar plexus chakra as well as the root chakra. They say his number is 122. And abilities, is this correct? I don't know, this is Wikipedia though. So for that particular one, justice and truth. So I guess the Archangel of Creativity would be Archangel Raphael is what they're kind of indicating here, or Jophiel. Jophiel. Yeah, creativity, beauty, and art. Kind of sounds like Freya to me as well. And very much Empress energy. But, you know, Archangel Raphael, you know, with that cup, I would think that's also depicting creativity. I don't know. They have different panels for execution. So it may not just be a single primary to do that, to handle certain projects. Anyway, Archangel Uriel, excuse me. What's that right there? I want to see like what's in the bottom of that. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So again, 8 of Pentacles here. Yeah, you don't need to put anything extra. Things are going to come about naturally. I'm hearing act naturally. Is that Beatles? But Ringo singing it? I think so. Okay, anyway. 6 of Wands in reverse. What's beneath that? Let's uncover that. 7 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's very much like chosen energy. Selection process has been refined. Remember, all cups are blessed at this stage. So even if you feel like there's a misstep or something questionable, just kind of displace that energy, like you're changing fish bowls and doing cleaning or whatever. So it just got misallotted. So instead of it being questionable, it's just an area of intrigue. What does this bring about? Because it is the right cup that I was motioned towards. It is chosen one type of energy, like the for this particular time frame, and so it's soon leaning to victory. I kind of split to this. So what is that? 9 of Cups. It's happiness. It's a peaceful kind of happiness, like a together type of happiness. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Wonderful. So what are my 3 takeaways on this? Or actually, first off, back up, let's check here. Should I ask about the red flags? What about my white flags? What about my white flags? What about my checkered flags? No. I mean, there's information there, but it's kind of just for me. Should I, okay, my closure card, should I do that one? Yeah, closure card. Okay, closure card, what's my closure card? There's 2, okay. 8 of Swords in reverse and 9 of Swords. Oh my gosh, can you even, this is awesome. This is so good. This is like a piercing star, like a shooting star with the 8. Oh, wait, is that, no. Yeah, I almost got confused there. 8 and the 9. We might have angel number 89 here, but that's 17 swords. That's a star card for number 17. And under the depiction of this suit of swords is a piercing star. It is a shooting star. A wish is granted. At least one. You see the unicorn right there? Shot up. Yeah, so it's getting out of being stuck and not stressing over it. Do you see how the closure card is that you're free and stress-free at that. That's crazy good. Okay, thank you. Okay, what are my 3 takeaways? Takeaway number 1 is 5 of Swords, 1 up for sure. That's a lot of mental energy, holy smokes. Yeah, you have the absolute 1 up here, Tina. Oh, this is crazy. Like, it's a harvesting time. And there's a bunch of low-hanging fruit here. And so even though there's swine around here, you know what, like in the old witches, like ancient witches, whatever was channeled there was some energetic, I think it was like a Slavic type of lore around a certain witch, that she turned certain energetics into swine that were being not so good. So something about that there, it's like, yeah. So it's like when you're when you have a plant, no, not plants, when you have a garden, okay, and you're when you have anything that's consumable, and you want to deter pets without having to use like what do you call it, herbicides or whatever, like not having to deal with like insect genocide, basically. Introduce that into your garden. You want it to be like all good vibing. So you have a certain plant there that is like a sacrificial plant that distracts those pests to like feeding onto another. It's kind of like that. Like, those are just peanuts around here. But it's still sharing the wealth. Like, those are my fucking peanuts. You know what I mean? So, there's something about that there because, like, there's a lot more reason to deal with it that way. Yeah, because there's sirens in the background too. So there's a lot more reason to deal with it that way than just like freely allowing things to unfold. Okay, so there's a lot more here that is very much accessible. Okay, is what they are trying to tell me. You know what they're saying? Does your chain hang low? You see all those fruits. So even though these are low-hanging fruits that are accessible to me, it doesn't have the same type of indication because it's kind of like when you respect for the flag, you don't let it touch the floor. So it's kind of like that. There's a certain prestige for them still being on vine. All right. I'm gonna get a clarifier for that. It just seems like, it feels like there's something more. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something more to it. There's something more to it. Like, these are, if you think about it, these are like the upside down connections of what's going down beneath the surface with roots. So these are the upper roots where they're very much connected with the sentience that are down below. So therefore, the prestige in still being on branch, even if they're low hanging, is still good. But there's a lot more that's unseen here, you know? So they're just referring to that. Take your time is what they're saying. Like, enjoy it. You know, what each one has to offer. Because there's plenty. And, oh, talk about the shooting stars. I told you there's at least one. I mean, there's 3 here. 4. Yeah. 3 in a row, and then a distant one. 3 in a row, and then a distant one. That's crazy. Okay, so in what was channeled Unchained, when, like, Django, in that playlist, when he shot like 3 in a row. You could see like the breath, like, poof. It was perfect visual. I don't know who the director was to that, but it was perfect. So a single shot, 3 in a row, or however many in a row. And then I recently saw, I think Major Lazer, they just released Nobody Move. Yeah, that one's good too. I know I'm supposed to find placement for that, but they had the same thing where a single shot executed a few in a row. So that's what definitely is. Yeah, they're saying allow things to unfold. Like, look at this. It's the same coloring. You know? Mm-hmm. Definitely. Okay. So that's my, that's my first takeaway. Okay. My second takeaway is the Chariot card in reverse. Like I said, I wasn't going to do a reading until, like, I got the feeling, the notion to do one today. Let me show you. What helped decide that was, where are you? Right here. Oh, it's the daisy. What is it? Get it? Okay. The Chariot card in reverse, like, park. Okay. So I was like, okay, I need something more than that. And they gave me the 6 of Wands. Yeah. Stop for a second and do one. It's going to be victorious. I pinky promise you, Tina. So, okay. That was more than what I expected. I was just accent. Sorry, I should not have said it like that. But something in my head said it like that. And I meant it in good taste, but maybe it was not executed correct. Anyway, 7. Okay, the Chariot card. So what else do you want to tell me? Like, what's the clarifier for that? 9 of Wands and 3 of Swords. They're saying, I showed up and I killed it. You saw? Showed up. Killed it. Well, 3 of Swords could mean disappointment. It could be heartbreak. You know what? I think there's past energies that are coming through that are stopping by for a sec. They show up, they come out of their chariot, and they just reminded, like, where things ended. Is that correct? Like, that's the only thing that I could, like, things are in, like, you see this, there's a road over here. It's supposed to be a lake, but to me it looks like a road, like the Lost Highway. And so the yellow lines that are supposed to go through, there's more curvature to this. So there's something about, like, having to make a U-turn, not knowing that they can completely, like, come to me, like these past energies. I've never seen it before like that, but until now. So let me see here, clarifying that. King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, these, I know who this is. They can't completely come straight to me. They know that they have to make a U-turn. Yeah, so that is definitely heartbreak energy. All right, what is my third takeaway? High Priestess in reverse. I think there's just a deep down inner knowing as far as navigation. I don't even really need cards. I can just feel out the energy on that. But I like using cards. So let's get clarifier. 8 of Swords or Wands in reverse. So there's a communication, internal communication, very much secured. So I'm not going to say anything else about this because it's very much secured. All right, that's it for now. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally. Thanks so very much, if not in abundant form. Thank you. All right. So I call back all my energy, essence, gifts, power, strength to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit and Archangel Michael's blue flame and Archangel Uriel's red flame. Do you have red flame? I don't know. Just red, yeah. To be cleansed, blessed, developed, and then refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, no attachments, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Okay. Now, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to assisting with a sequence of roll out. And light and love, I close the portals in this reading.